Hey, Nathan, so talk to us. What's one piece of advice you can give us this Monday morning?
All right, Mike, I got a big one here. So you ready? This is gonna be
Yeah.
big. This is gonna hopefully change your viewers or listeners' attitudes towards selling treatment. So it's something that we are doing currently, right now, in our offices that has gained us over $100,000 extra of production already, and we're halfway through the month. So this is how it works. So how do most dentists, business people, pretty much anybody, how do they start by setting their how much they're going to charge for something? And this is really important because how we charge for anything is how our business is going to be ran. So what do most people do? They go, okay, I'm a dentist. I just moved into a new area. I'm a brand new dentist. I want to start making some money. I need to get some patients. So let me see, what am I going to charge for a dental crown? And you look at the three next offices. You go, cool, this office is charging $1,200. The other one's $1,100. This one's $1,000. I need to get some patients because I'm brand new. I'm a newbie. I need to get some patients in. And how am I going to do it? I'm going to go slightly less than everybody else. And because I'm slightly less than everybody else, people are going to flock to me. My service is great. I'm a great dentist. My office is great. All these outstanding things. And more people are going to come in, and that'll solve my problems. Next dentist comes in a couple months later. They're within a couple mile radius. They go, I'm a new dentist. I want to come in. I need to start charging for crowns. How much do I charge for crowns? They look at everybody and they go, cool, Nathan's charging $900. Let me go a little bit less than him. I'm going to charge $850 or $800. And essentially, this is how dentists and a lot of different companies charge their products. The problem, obviously, is it's a race to the bottom, right? You become the Walmarts of the world, which if you become the huge and massive and you have 1,000 offices, you become these massive DSOs, you can actually do that because you have buying power and you can get things for less and your profits can still be there. But essentially, it's a race to the bottom, right? So we are trying to avoid this as much as possible. And you can see this happening. My father-in-law is a dentist in Koreatown in Los Angeles. And essentially, this is what they're doing. Like, they're doing implants and crowns for pennies. And so your profits get less. And I think this is almost not unethical, but it becomes very, very difficult to deliver a great product because if your profit gets less, you can hire less quality people, you get less quality products, and everything essentially goes down, right? But this is what the average dentist, the average business does. Contrary to that, what does the average patient or consumer do? And we're all guilty of this. Say you want to get a nice white t-shirt. You go, cool, there's 5 companies that have this nice white t-shirt. Man, they're all pretty similar. None of them really brand, so they're all pretty darn similar. Let me just go with the cheapest option because I think it's going to be pretty much the same, right? And then this reinforces that same belief that we go, cool, we need to be the least expensive. We need to be the most cheap because look, everybody's buying from over there. And the reason they do that is because it's all the same. A white t-shirt is a white t-shirt is a white t-shirt. Black scrubs are black scrubs are black scrubs. A dental crown, although a dentist or whoever thinks their crown is the absolute end all be all, I'm sorry, it's not. Your dental crown is just like the dentist down the street. Your filling is just like the dentist down the street. Your cleaning is just like the dentist down the street. Yes, we do things to distinguish ourselves and make it better, but essentially you're the same. So how do we decommoditize what we're doing? How do we make it different so that what we are doing is not the exact same as everybody else? And I will tell you, this is what's making us a lot of money right now. So if you're dentists, hopefully your ears are perking up because if you want to make money, this is how you do it. So you have to make your solution different than anybody else's. So if you read different various marketing books, they say you want to have kind of this blue ocean theory where you are providing a product that is different than everybody else. So Mrs. Smith, when she comes in the office, she can't go, oh, but dentist down the street is doing the exact same thing as me. I can compare the two kind of like, one-to-one. So they're both commoditized. So you have to do it so it's not like that. So how do we do that on our end? So I will give you 90% of the tricks. I can't go into all of them because I don't have enough time, but this is 90% of the tricks.
Okay.
So now what you do is you unbundle what you're doing and show the patient everything you're doing. And then you want to add things in there that cost you very little, but the perceived value of it is huge. So in orthodontics, what do? What's the big thing that we do? If somebody's coming in for braces, obviously they're going to get braces. What they may also need, they may need molds so that we can make retainers. Maybe we can make some extra retainers. They're going to need x-rays. They may need, some equilibration of their teeth. They may need some IPR. They may need whitening at the end. They may want an upgrade to clear braces. They may need dental treatment if you're an office that's doing both of those. And so you have this list of items, right? And if you add them up, and how you present it is very, very important. But if you add all these things up, Mrs. Smith comes in, she wants braces. We say, okay, Mrs. Smith, you're going to come in for braces. We're really excited to treat you. I know you've been to 5 other consults. We're your 5th consult. Come in here. How we do it at our office, we say, okay, yes, your braces are going to be, say, whatever it is, $6,000. And then we go, and what you're also going to need is maybe some dental x-rays and some impressions. And that costs us, $300. What you're also going to want is an extra, maybe you're going to need retainers, right? That's another $500. And you know what? Because most patients at the end of treatment, when they get done their treatment, they'll have the retainers, they'll keep those things for a year or two, lose and break and whatever. They don't get another one in. So we like to add another set of retainers on that. Boom, that's another $500. Oh, you know what? Because you're an adult, you probably don't want those metal braces. You probably want to upgrade to clear. That's another $500. You know what? What's even cooler is at the end of orthodontic treatment, most people want to have their teeth nice and white, even though they're straight. If they're yellow, it just doesn't look good. So we want to throw in some Zoom in-office whitening. And, on top of that, because we believe that teeth that are clean move better, teeth that are clean are healthier, and we want everybody to have healthier teeth, we're going to throw in X amount of dollars for your dental treatment. So you start adding all this up, right? So the patient looks, their eyes are getting big. They're like, I just came in for an ortho consult. Like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
And so, you say, hey, it's 6,000 plus 500 plus 500 plus 700, whatever it is. And then the total price is 10,000. If you're familiar with marketing and psychology, there's something called an anchor, right? So people get anchored to certain prices. So whenever anybody's trying to sell you anything, if they're good, they're going to anchor your price at something high. So they're going to say, this is the high price. You're like, whoa, that's high. And then when they show you their real price, you're just like, oh, that's cheap. That's easy.
Yeah.
So you add all these things up and boom, boom, boom. It adds up to, like, say it's going to be $10,000. And then you go, but today, and you have to create some scarcity and urgency, which are different. You say, today, we're going to throw this all in for 5,000, 5,500, something like that. You have this massive perceived value, huge perceived value that in reality does not cost you much. For us, we do, retainers in office, which costs us like a couple bucks. It's not expensive.
Yeah.
Upgrade to clear braces is not that expensive. If somebody's coming in for a dental cleaning, really that doesn't cost us much. We're not utilizing products. There's so much stuff that we throw in there that creates this huge perceived value by the patient. And so they're just like, whoa, this is crazy. And the beauty of this is now this patient can't go to another dental office. They can't go, well, Dr. Nate down the street is offering this because that dentist is like, we don't do that. I don't know. It's not something we do. And then we can't do it because we don't have dentists in orthodontics, or we don't have whatever. And there's such a wide variety of combos you can do with this depending on your dental office. What you also have to do is you have to make sure that you are pairing that with something that makes it scarce. And we actually do this at our office. We say, hey, there's this product we're giving, and this is crazy. Like, we don't do this. Typically, we just say braces are $6,000 and take it or leave it. You have some payment plans if you want, but whatever. But we're doing this crazy deal that we never do. And it's actually only offered for the next 15 patients. So you can take this deal right now, and it's here. We know it's here. Or if you're worried about everything and it's like, hey, there's no chance I'm going to start today, we say, cool, I understand that. I get that. It is only for the next 15 patients. So if you call in, I can't guarantee, which is true because we do switch up our specials. So it may not be there. Say if you call in again, this may not be available. This is the best deal we've ever had, which is true. It is the best deal we've ever had.
Yeah.
And it's only good for today. So there's these other ways to kind of entice patients as well to make that decision. You want to make things, I know in the dental world, this is going to be controversial, but you want things to be guaranteed. And I feel like I've seen tons of posts on this, like, don't guarantee your dentistry. This is so bad. Like, no, medical people don't guarantee your dentistry. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. But like, we're in the real world. And if you guarantee things, people are more likely to act. So how we do it, we say, I know you don't want to make that decision right now. I know you need to talk to your husband, your spouse, your whatever you want to do. But we have this guarantee, and you want to name it something dumb, like the super smile guarantee, like something that's kind of catchy and funny and whatever you want to do it. And you say, if you start today and if you pay your down payment or you pay you whatever, and within 30 days, you don't like your braces, you don't like your whatever it is, come back in. We will take everything off, and we're going to give you a full, either you can do a refund or you can do a credit or whatever you want to do, so that the barrier to entry is low, because people are scared that they're going to start treatment and then they're going to regret it, or that their husband or their wife or their significant other gets upset with them. And so this takes all barriers away. You create that massive value. We call it a value stack. You're valuing, stacking, stacking, stacking. You cut it so that they can see the actual real price that they're going to pay. There's a scarcity urgency. There's not that many that are going to happen. We end this deal on, so maybe we're going to give it to 15 people, or we're going to end it in January 31st or whatever it is. And then you create this guarantee. And there's a couple different ways you can help with the payment plans. But if you're doing that properly and you're selling each value stack at a correct method, it changes the game. And I invite your listeners to think about this. And if they don't know this stat, they should think about this real hard, and they should look for it, because it's very easy to find. If you're selling big ticket items, if you're selling ortho, implants, all-in-fours would be a big one. Anything that is expensive, what is your conversion ratio, right? So say you have 10 patients that come in, 10 consults, how many of those start? And for us, it was very eye-opening, because we weren't tracking that. And I started looking at that and I was like, oh my gosh, our conversion percentage is really low. Like if we went from 40% to 80%, the difference in our production would be hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like, it's a huge difference. And so you go, cool, what do we need to do to make it so our conversion percentage is higher? And that implementing this technique has done that. And so we had the patients there. The problem was not marketing for us, was not advertising. It was conversions. So some people go, oh, I need more patients. I just need to get more patients. It's like, do you need more patients? Or it is like, do you suck at selling? Like, if your patients aren't converting, like, I'm sorry, doc, you suck. Like, you suck at selling. Like, or your front staff, somebody's not doing good. So it's not the patients coming in, it's that you can't convert and they don't believe you. So this technique has helped us already. I think it's like we're at like 130,000 extra this month than previous. We obviously have multiple offices and a decent volume, but this has made a massive, massive difference to our office.
Man, okay. So I like a lot of it is amazing. Now, could this work in your father-in-law's in Koreatown? Could this work in his practice? Let's just say someone like that is listening and he's like, you know what, I'm going to do this. Could it work?
So I think this can work in virtually every single office. This is not my idea, number one. This is somebody called Alex Hormozi. If anybody's in the gym space, in the business space, he's a big person on social media. And this is his book. So if you have to look at some books, it's called $100 Million Leads or $100 Million Offer. This works everywhere. So in his case, in my father-in-law's case, he does implants. Implants are a big ticket item. So you'd offer an implant, maybe combined with something else, combined with whitening, maybe combined with a night guard. This stuff is cheap. Like a night guard, you can make in office, you can make a retainer in office. And these are like a couple bucks. Like, this is not expensive. So the important thing is to create this massive perceived value, because every person in the world, I don't care if you have $1 billion or if you have $10 to your name, you want value for your money. If you feel like you're getting value, you will stay. The moment you do not feel like you're having value, people will leave. And that's why people leave dental offices, because they don't feel like their money is being valued there. But if you're doing stuff that is so unique, so different, and you're creating this massive value, they cannot go anywhere else with that same value. So yes, I believe this can be done. I feel like it can be done in every office, but maybe there's an exception that I haven't seen.
Awesome, Nathan. I appreciate your time. And if anyone has further questions, where can they reach out to you?
Yeah, you can just look at my, it's Dr. Nate on IG, TikTok, YouTube, Pinterest, where else? We're everywhere. So if you guys just look up my name, you'll find me.
Awesome. So that's going to be in the show notes below. At the same time, Nate, thank you so much for being with me on this Monday morning episode.
Thanks, Michael.